today. From SoFi Stadium in Inglewood, California, it's Week 2 of the NFL on EA Sports. We'll see Justin Herbert and the LA Chargers taking on Patrick Mahomes and the Kansas City Chiefs.
Well, the Rams had their opportunity to break in this new stadium last Sunday night against the Cowboys. Now it's the Chargers' turn as you get a look at the brand new SoFi Stadium here at Inglewood. Today, it's a matchup in the AFC West between the Kansas City Chiefs and the Los Angeles Chargers. Alongside Charles Davis. And Charles, we take a look at this Charger club entering play here. They come in off a loss in the opener last week. That one was on the road. Now they get their first taste here of home cooking.
And what they're hoping to do is feed off the energy of the home crowd. Great tailgate, great fan support. Let's see if they can put it to good use.
Meanwhile, for the visitors here, the Chiefs, they too were losers last week, so they're also hoping to get back in the win column.
Something's got to give in this one, right? Both teams want to start a new streak, and they both want it to be a victory. This should be a fun one.
So here's the Charger offense making their way out. Leading them out, the number 6 overall pick back in April from Oregon, it's Justin Herbert.
Okay, I thought there was something to build on in last week's game by his performance. I thought he played fairly well overall. The numbers won't knock your socks off. 2 touchdown passes and an interception. The bottom line, though, they lost.
Yeah.
How does he eliminate that one interception, continue to take care of the ball, and maybe increase the number of times he puts the ball in the end zone with a receiver?
Only a couple for him there on the game's first play, and it's second down.
2 brings up 2nd and 8 at the 20-yard line.
Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. Allen's got it over the middle. And he'll be marked down at the 26 with a gain of 7. The reception good for 7. It's third down. They'll try to pick up the first with Eckler. And he picks up the first before he's taken down at the 29. Defense had a chance to get off the field here on the opening drive, couldn't do it.
I know that we go into these meetings with coaches, and sometimes maybe we can get, a little bit numb because they're always going to talk about how important third down is, aren't they? Offense and defense. In this case, one capitalized, and the other, as you said, had a chance to get off the field and didn't get it done.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
At the 31-yard line.
Draw play. It's Eckler. And he's going to have just a couple here with a marker on the field as well. So on the big tight end.
Each and every year, there's very few tight ends coming into the league that are polished blockers or asked to do it a lot in college. So it's a constant struggle and a constant fight to learn how to do it without holding.
The ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep 2 eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting 2 hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit. Even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact.
And this play going to be stopped in its tracks at the 32, and obviously well short of the first down.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
Yeah, it was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10, right at the 30. And now movement here right away. Maybe a sign of things to come with this crowd. So that'll back him up 5.
Still first down.
Now here's Mahomes. They'll set up the screen. This is Williams. They get 14 yards, but not enough for the first down due to the previous penalty.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen, where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield. A really nice pickup.
2 yards, good enough for a first. So that was all you're looking for on a play like that. Get the first down and keep the drive moving.
Yeah, it just looked to me like he just said to himself, I got this. I'll take it. I'll pick it up, and let's keep moving. Get the first down, get a new set, and let's start over.
And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. That goes for a Chiefs first down, 14 yards.
And a first down, Chiefs.
Shotgun snap to Mahomes. Pass incomplete. DeMarcus Robinson, the intended target on that one. That'll bring up second down.
It's now 2nd and 10.
A first carry now. This is Williams. And able to push forward for right around 3 yards down to the 42.
The ball carrier.
Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Gonna let one fly for Robinson. And that is caught. Touchdown, Kansas City. DeMarcus Robinson, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Chiefs are going to take a first quarter lead. The fly route works for the TD ground.
And you know what the receivers love to say? If we get even with the defender, we're leaving. And that's exactly what he did, all the way into the end zone. And then he was on the business end catching it once he got over the screen.
Harrison Butker is on for the extra point. And his kick is good to make it 7-0 KC. So that drives 6 plays, 75 yards. And it's capped off with a Kansas City touchdown.
Harrison Butker to kick off for Kansas City.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And it'll come out to the 25 as King opts for the touchback.
25-yard line.
The Chargers get set to go here for their second drive. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trade expression 101. Win first down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on first down and make it a 2nd and 3, 2nd and manageable. Keep accumulating first downs that way. Keep moving the football. You don't want to get behind the sticks because then the defense has the advantage.
From the shotgun, here's Herbert, and he comes back with one complete. They'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. They face a 3rd and 4 after that last completion gets them 6. Now it's Herbert. On the screen, this is Eckler. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people. But you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did.
And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 43-yard line.
Herbert will give this one to Eckler. And he'll take it inside the 40 to the 39-yard line.
Eckler, the ball carrier.
A gain of 3, 2nd down.
By Cameron Wade.
But that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun, then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defending.
It's picked up by the Chiefs. And they are going to set up shop at the 32-yard line.
We have seen this before, and we know coaches preach about this and work on it all the time. Catch the ball, You know there's going to be some traffic somewhere. They've got to put it away and secure it as they try and get downfield.
Kansas City taking the field for their second drive. They'll be looking to duplicate that first drive, the one that got them that 7-0 lead.
Of course they would. I mean, look, they're on the road. So getting the 7-0 lead was huge for them, right? Imagine getting up 2 touchdowns.
That's caught at the 25. And in for a Kansas City touchdown. Tyreek Hill, 68 yards. And the Chiefs strike quickly here for 6 points.
Well, this is exactly where I expect teams to take a shot. Right after a turnover, you count on the defense being a little bit jumbled coming out on the field, maybe catch them back on their heels, and that's exactly what they did there. They threw it downfield and really created a big play.
You said jumbled. They were the definition of jumbled defensively. One play and into the end zone. Extra point splits the uprights, and it's now 14-0.
Harrison Butker to kick off for Kansas City.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 19.
Here's a Los Angeles offense as they get set to take possession. And last time the turnover on the fumble, and they were in enemy territory, so that had to be very frustrating. Down on the scoreboard here, can't do it again.
You nailed every part of what was frustrating. Down on the scoreboard, had a drive going, and pushed it past the 50-yard line so they felt they were in striking distance, and to come away with nothing, not a good feeling at all, to put it mildly. Now they can't afford to do that again.
Yeah, now can they get that bad taste out of their mouth here? That throw into the arms of Allen. He's by himself. Keenan Allen, the 20. And he's in for a Charger touchdown. Keenan Allen, 77 yards. And the Chargers get the quick strike touchdown. Good start to the season for him. He had the touchdown last week in the opener and a second one in week 2 now.
How about the pace he's already established, right? Not sure he can keep it up for an entire season, but don't burst the bubble because he thinks that he can.
Do guys go into a season with a goal for touchdowns scored or yardage? What do you think?
I think every single one of the guys who's going to touch the football, they all have those types of goals. They all have those types of thoughts. And then they just have to see how the season unfolds if they can stay with it.
Unfolding so far so good for him. Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And that'll make our score 14-7. Now after the touchdown, it's Bosher to kick it away. The tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
KC's offense ready to take over. And last time the formula was pretty simple. One play drive, long pass. That maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up. Whether it's on your grease board, right, in your playbook, one play drive's exactly what you want on offense. What they have to be careful of is not having a letdown. It was fairly easy last time. They can't expect that going forward.
Yeah, we'll see if it's that easy here. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
From the gun, it's Mahomes. Man open left side, it's Williams. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon, and it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a first down. So now on defense, you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked by Jared Wilson. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The Charger drive about to get going. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline. Because when you score a touchdown, you have to go up and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you score points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. Off the play fake to Eckler, it's Herbert. For the sideline, that's taken in by Allen. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 12 yards there and a first down.
At the 37-yard line.
A shotgun snap for Herbert. Open man is Reed. He's got it. And down he goes at the 45 after a pickup of 9.
It's a gain of 9. Brings up
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
And he stopped after a gain of 1. Not enough. Still a yard to go on third down.
The passing game's been working quite well so far, but the running game's been a little bit of a struggle, and that's a surprise to me. Typically, when you can throw it, you've opened up lanes for your runners.
Chiefs sack.
Justin Herbert sack.
3rd and 1, they opt to pass it, and the one thing happened that could not happen. They took a sack.
Yeah, I just wonder, is that an indictment of their offensive line? Did they think that they couldn't move them enough to pick up a first down there? Or was it analytics? Did they think about it that way? In any event, they'll be studying that in the future.
They'll call it a punt of 44 yards. The return was for 7. And it's Chiefs football, 1st and 10.
At their own.
And now here comes Kansas City. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. They'll run out of the gun here. Williams. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down. We haven't seen much from him running the football here in this first quarter.
No, you're right about that. We haven't seen much of him at all so far. They've stacked him up pretty well, but when you're trying to run the football, sometimes you got to play the long game. Keep handing it to him, and some of those runs that aren't working now, they turn into 6, 7, 8, and maybe more later on.
He was looking again for Kelsey there on that play, and it's 2nd down. Working from the gun, Mahomes. We'll go back to Kelsey. This time it's caught. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. Through one quarter, 14-7 our score. So after 2 first downs, they get another here. 1st and 10 at the 45. Throwing now is Mahomes. Gets this one to Hill. He's got the first down and more inside the 40. And finally taken down at the 35-yard line. That one good for 20 on the catch and run.
Tyreek Hill certainly makes the front office look good when they spend a 5th-round pick on a guy. Then in his first 4 seasons, 4 Pro Bowl nominations. Anytime he touches the football, he's a threat to take it the distance. Hard to get on the ground one-on-one in the open field. If you miss, in the blink of an eye, he's putting 6 on the board.
So they had the big loss on that first down pass play and facing a 2nd and long. They're able to push forward for about 4 down to the 37.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you got to continue to try and run and try and keep the defense honest.
You mean, or also just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
He is going to find Hill here. And he will have a Chiefs first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. So in the second quarter, he's already up over 100 yards receiving now.
And isn't 100 the magic number for a really good game for a receiver? So he got a chance to really shatter that and have a profound effect on this game.
This is caught. Watkins. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. Looking to throw is Mahomes. And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown.
Touchdown.
Patrick Mahomes. His 3rd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Chiefs are able to extend their lead.
Well, I'd have to say that for him, that was an all-encompassing drive because it was his arm that got his team down to that point, but his legs that finished the deal. Give him credit for making it happen.
Butker now to add the extra point. It's good, and it is now 21-7. A 10-play drive that time. And it was all capped by Patrick Mahomes using his legs to get in the end zone.
Harrison Butker to kick off for Kansas City.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line, so bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision, loses him about 4 yards.
At their own 20.
Justin Herbert leading this unit out for their next possession. A lot of the problems have been on the other side of the ball. Is that frustrating for a quarterback who's been playing well?
It is, but there's no way that the best ones let their teammates know that. They actually take it upon themselves and say, okay, I have to do even more, or I need to play better. Maybe even say I put my defense in a bad spot. That's what true leadership shows you.
Yeah, well, he doesn't need to change much personally. The throw over the middle, taken in. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Rookie to rookie on the hook up there, and it's a first down.
1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
The play fake, and now Herbert to throw. It's caught Keenan Allen. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. 12 more yards there, and another first down.
Chargers, first down. 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Now Eckler. And he'll take it across the 50 and into Chief territory. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Brings up 2nd
out of the gun. Herbert. Henry's got it on the left side. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. That one a first down pickup of 8.
10 at the 40-yard line.
Going on the ground with Eckler. And a pretty good run there as he gets 7 down to the 33.
Ball carrier.
Even though they gave up more than they wanted to on that play, it actually illustrates how well they bottled him up throughout the game because that was his longest run of this contest.
Herbert's throw will be caught by Henry. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he get a good head of steam going.
And they'll get this down to the 10. The Chargers passing game rolling a bit here. They've got another first.
I enjoy watching Keenan Allen play. Such passion, such drive, such physicality. 104 receptions last year. 1,199 yards, 6 touchdowns. He's made 3 straight Pro Bowl appearances in addition to 3 straight seasons.
And he'll go down, brought down at the 20-yard line. Frank Clark fighting his way home to get the sack.
2019 was the first season for Frank Clark in Kansas City after spending the previous 4 in Seattle. And that was a big move by Kansas City to bring him over. He did have 8 sacks in the regular season, but it was his 5 in postseason and helping his team get to the Super Bowl. That's why they went and acquired him. And by the way, earned his first Pro Bowl nomination with this play.
They'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for 3rd down.
11.
Herbert now. And this is complete. It's Allen. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. They get 7 there, but it brings up 4th.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield.
Chargers 10.
So a dozen plays on that drive, CD, but in the end, it yields just the 3 points.
Well, they were able to keep the defense on the field for a long time, but let's be honest about it. That was about as unsatisfying a drive as you're going to get. 12 plays and you only get 3 points out of it. Not quite the ending they were looking for.
The Chiefs take over 1st and 10 at their own.
Here's Damian Williams making his way back out. The passing game, they've had more success there than the running game. Maybe something they game plan for.
How come they didn't tell us about it?
Because they wanted to keep it secret.
We did ask, didn't we? But I think what happened in this one is they've realized that they've established the run pretty well, and teams are going to key on that. They thought they could open it up and have success through the air, and that's exactly what's going on.
Yeah, they've had success at least so far here in the 2nd quarter. Now this one complete on the slant route, and he's taken down right at at the 45-yard line. 25 yards there on the catch and run.
25 yards.
And with that completion, he's now north of 200 yards here in the first half. Boy, a tough start for the secondary defensively.
It is, and it's got to put a dent in their confidence. And, you know, you always want to keep that up and feel like you can always bounce back after plays. But with the kind of numbers he's putting up here, it's starting to wear on them a little bit, I think. So they're looking at each other and trying to figure out what defense will work and how can they play better without getting beat deep for big passes.
To throw again on second down, Mahomes, and that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down.
Harris on the coverage.
Again, they'll throw with Mahomes. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up fourth down.
When you run in the slant, timing is everything, and against that man coverage, there was no space available, and incompletion as a result.
And this kick is not going to be close. It's well short, well right to boot. And this score will stay right where it is.
21.
Now listen, now no kick from 50-plus is a gimme, but here you're indoors in a dome. You'd think ideal conditions.
Yeah, and it's one that he would expect himself to make, not just us expecting him to make it. Over the years, my theory is very simple. The athletic ability of kickers continues to get better and better. Check their backgrounds. They're all county, all state, and other positions, not just soccer players. These guys expect themselves to be great as well.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Operating from the gun. Herbert toward the right sideline, but it's incomplete. He was looking for the Pro Bowl wideout Keenan Allen there, and it's third down.
Brings up third down and 7.
From the gun, Herbert will get that complete to Lee. And he is going to have the Chargers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. That third down conversion good for 23. So now 1st and 10 in Chiefs territory at the 30-yard line. Here is Eckler. And he'll get maybe a couple before he's taken down, as that will take us to the 2-minute warning.
Lee on the tackle.
Darren Lee there to get him down.
Brings up second.
A reminder coming up at halftime, we'll head to Orlando. Standing by there, Jonathan Coachman. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL in this second week of the regular season. Now a pass here caught by Hunter Henry. Great footwork, but still wrangled down before reaching the 20. The reception good for 7. It's third down. Operating from the gun. Herbert. Open man is Anderson. And he will have the first down before he's tackled at the 12. 9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive. On first down, it's Herbert. And quick throw here, that's complete. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2.
To Joe Reed.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go, because he might wander into some tough coverage.
From the 4, it's 2nd and a couple. Herbert back to the air. Pressure, down he goes. Sacked at the 10. Now the Chargers will use the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. Going to throw on third down with Herbert. His pass caught at the 4. And he'll get this down inside the 5 to the 4 before he's out of bounds. The offense staying out. They're going to go on 4th and 2. They'll run for it with Eckler. And not only did he not get in the end zone, he didn't get the first down either. They'll get neither the touchdown nor the first down. And it'll be a turnover on downs.
Partner, when you see a running play stop short like that, you just know that the defensive front, they won the battle of leverage and created the push back into the opposing backfield.
And for the offensive coordinator, whether you had 1 yard to go or 20 yards to go on 4th down, now you're probably saying, oh, maybe I should have passed it, right?
Yeah, hindsight is always 20/20.
The Chiefs now going to use the first of their timeouts, as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime. 2nd and 7. Mahomes will set up the screen. This is Williams. And he'll get it up to the 12-yard line here.
Damian Williams.
Now another timeout called for by the offense, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. An extra cornerback now in the game for the Chargers here on 3rd. This time they stay on the ground. And he's going to have a first down, but not sure it'll matter as the clock will continue to run. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call.
2 yards. And the first down, Chiefs.
So time perhaps for one final kneel down before they take this lead to the locker room. And with time running down, they go down to a knee. So we have reached halftime here in an 11-point contest. As we send you to our EA studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report.
Okay, Brandon, we'll get you back to you and Charles in a bit, but first it's time for a trip around the NFL following an eventful opening weekend. Let's see what's happening in Week 2. We'll start up in the Steel City, Heinz Field in Pittsburgh, where it was the visiting Broncos who were able to come in and get the road victory. 24-17, your final score. From there, we'll stay in the AFC North and head over to Cleveland to check on the Browns. And they were winners in that one over the visiting Cincinnati Bengals. 38-17, the final score. Finally, let's get to the desert to check on the Cardinals at home in Glendale. As you can see the score there in the second quarter. Terry McLaurin, a touchdown reception. Meanwhile, in our game, it's been a back-and-forth first half. Who can put it together in the second half? For the answer, we turn it back over to our broadcast team of Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Ready for the start of the third quarter. The Chiefs have the lead and set to receive the football. And he returns this to the 22.
Hartman on the return. The Chiefs take over 1st and 10 at their own 22.
So here are the Chiefs to take over. They were losers a week ago to the Texans, but they're on top right now as they start this drive out 1st and 10. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. Throw right side, complete to Williams. And he will lose yardage on the play, back at his own 19-yard line. And now a stoppage for an injured player, and that is Damian Williams, who's still down. More from L.A. in a moment. 2nd down and 12 at the 19-yard line. The first running back drafted in April. This is Clyde Edwards-Helaire. And good pursuit yet again by the Chargers as they stuff him behind the line. And Murray's still down. Maybe shaking up that go-around. Let's hope he's all right. More from L.A. in a moment. On 3rd and long, it's Mahomes. And going deep for Hill. And he backs it away, and it falls down incomplete.
Absolutely no disguise on that one. They just went for it. Put him out there and said, go deep. Let's try and hit him. Unfortunately, to no avail.
He punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. On the return, it's King. 35 yards that time on the punt. And it'll be Charger football here as they take over. A reminder, still some good games coming up here in Week 2 of the NFL. Later tonight, a rematch from that Super Bowl a few years back. New England visits Seattle up in the Northwest. And then on Monday night, we'll be there. The first regular season NFL game ever played in the state of Nevada. The New Orleans Saints and the Las Vegas Raiders from Allegiant Stadium. That should be something. Herbert on 1st down now. Allen's got it. He wants the football. And it's picked up by the Chiefs. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line. A lot of talk this week about ball security. In fact, they added an extra period in practice to be more secure with the ball. It didn't work out there.
Well, sometimes you just get overexcited during the game. You may all of a sudden make your catch, see some open field, and decide you're going for it. and not realizing the danger lurks while you're doing so. And there's your end result right there.
Trying to get it to Robinson, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Denzel Perryman. And they will be set up now as he brings this thing all the way back inside the 20. Just a little bit of a rough stretch. 6 interceptions now in these last 2 weeks combined.
I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics, footwork, things of that nature. I'm also wondering, is he getting fooled by what he's seeing on defense? Has the scouting report changed? Are they showing him things different than what he expected? For the second week in a row, he's throwing it to the guys in the wrong color shirts.
Yeah, he better figure, whatever the reason is, he better figure it out. Running on first down, Eckler. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4.
Here's Herbert. And the Chargers are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as the tackle made at the 3-yard line. Herbert with a connection to Allen for a Charger 1st down.
3-yard line.
Trying to punch it in with Eckler. And this one will wind up with him losing yardage. Back to the 4-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on 1st down. From back at the 4, here's 2nd and goal.
At the Chiefs' 4-yard line.
It's Eckler again. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Los Angeles. Austin Eckler. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Chargers capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6. On that sideline, they're saying that was more like it. The 1st down run went backwards, that time into the end zone.
And I like the little bit of courage in play calling, too. Because after an unsuccessful run, especially one where you lose yardage, you oftentimes go right to throwing the football. They came right back with a running play, and it paid off handsomely.
And out a little across the 25 to the 27.
The Chiefs take over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
Here's the Kansas City offense now as they get set to take over. Their lead down to a field goal now as they start with a 1st and 10. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
And it's complete to Kelsey. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Nice play for Kansas City, picking up the first 18 yards that time.
I know it's a little bit of a cliche to talk about all the tight ends who are really wide receivers in the NFL, but Travis Kelsey fits that perfectly. He led all tight ends last season with over 1,200 yards receiving, 4th in the NFL. I think he's one of the gold standards in the league for the tight end position, and I don't know if anyone has any more fun playing the game than Travis Kelsey.
On 2nd down, a run with Edwards-Helaire. Takes to midfield, but no further. Just a yard there.
Clyde Edwards.
Not the kind of game that will go absolutely crazy for, but it's the kind of game that you need to have when you're running back in the NFL. And Clyde Edwards-Helaire with that low center of gravity and strength, he's going to get those tough, gritty yards for you when necessary.
And going deep for Hill. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
Love the idea, love the concept, but you got to leave a little room on the sideline so he can fade into it when he makes the catch. That was thrown too close to it for the receiver to make a play.
That'll go for only 17 yards on the punt. And out will come the offense as they take over. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. Things are starting to move in the right direction. They get the touchdown last drive, then their defense gets them the football back.
Yeah, now they have a chance to get the lead if they can put something together here. I'm eager to see how they decide to do it. Do they want to be methodical, or do they want to take the big strike and go after it right now?
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves them with a very manageable 2nd and 1. They'll run here with Eckler. He gets it forward for 4, maybe 5, but the flags fly, whistle could be coming back. You can see this quite a bit on running plays where the guy's out wide. A lot of times, though, it doesn't get caught.
You're exactly right, because it's away from the play usually, so a lot of it goes undetected. But I know this will surprise you. I coach some receivers in the offseason. We work a lot on hand placement and blocking downfield. Might want to take that course.
The tally there, -2 yards, brings up 3rd down. An important play right here, 3rd and 10.
And I would expect pressure here.
He was able to catch it there on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. And it's going to bring up 4th down.
You could tell they wanted to get that ball downfield, but they had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
Here's Hill on the return. Well, a solid punt, but also a nice return there of 14 yards. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs.
41-yard line.
Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. Now whistles and a flag down. Looked like one of the Chief linemen might have moved. That's going to set him back 5 yards. Working from the gun, Mahomes. Got an open man, it's Washington. 11 yards on the pickup, and it's a 2nd down. Looked like a pretty good, safe play right there. No, he's had trouble with the interceptions in this game there. Hits his guy on the flat.
Yeah, so many times we hear quarterbacks and offensive coordinators talk about in your progressions, you're either throwing the touchdown or you're throwing the check down. But earlier in the game, it was touchdown or interception. Now he got to the check down, a nice safe throw, and a good one.
Washington on 3rd and short. And he has the 1st down yardage before they bring him down right at the 45.
He was brought down.
They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive will continue.
Brandon, they're still in the lead, but momentum's certainly been going the opposite direction. So to me, that's a really important pickup there on 3rd down.
Try and regain some confidence, and you're right, they need to stem the tide a little bit. That certainly helped. And he's taken down inside the 30. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Chiefs 1st down.
A gain of 16 yards. And a 1st down, Chiefs.
From the gun, it's Mahomes. Complete, the tight end, Kelsey. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. A good pickup there, 8 yards on the 1st down completion. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Mahomes dancing to his left. He's going to take off with it.
Mahomes on the keeper. 1st and goal.
Looks to me, partner, like he's learned a little bit, because earlier in the game, I think he was trying to force a lot of throws into some windows that just weren't open.
Yeah, the interceptions had plagued him, especially a 2nd interception, really a bad throw. So maybe a better decision there.
Yeah, no doubt.
And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown.
Ricky Seals-Jones.
From 4 yards out. And the Chiefs add on to their lead. That seemed pretty ideal there for the offense, Charles. You take a little bit of time off the clock here in the 3rd quarter, decent length drive, and you pad your lead as well at the end of it.
And what it does is lets you feel like you're in control of this game, even more so than a 2-touchdown lead, right? Because you've taken that time off, as you noted, which means they couldn't get you off the field. You ran your playbook the way you wanted to, and you gave your defense some rest. What a big-time drive in that situation.
Harrison Butker to kick off for Kansas City.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked out officially at the 21. And we spotlight Keenan Allen as he gets set to go back to work. And the stats on his game, they really tell the story. A strong start. I don't know that the defense has really changed a whole lot, as opposed to maybe just sticking to that game plan and shutting him down there.
I like where you're going with that, because normally we talk about adjustments and drastic changes in a game plan in order to shut someone down. But in this case, maybe they're just sticking with what they worked out all week, and they're just making better plays. And so far, they've got to like what they've been doing in the second half.
They'll run out of the gun with Eckler. The linebacker in Anthony Hitchens there on the stop.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
That catch good for 5. It's third down.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 3rd and 2.
Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. Down man, it's complete. Williams. And he is going to have the Chargers first down as they get 5 there on 3rd and 2. A Charger first there as Herbert finds Williams. On the ground, it's Eckler. And he's going to bowl his way forward to the 48. Chris Jones on the stop. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
Well, at the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to huddle and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
3rd and 5.
From the gun, Herbert on 3rd down. And that is incomplete.
It's always a goal, and it's really nice defensively when you can rally to the football and make sure there's enough contact to force an incompletion.
Force an incompletion and force another punt. This is away, but boy, headed straight for the sidelines. And this will be out of bounds. Now it's a question of where they'll mark it. And they'll say it crosses at the 11-yard line. KC's offense ready to take over. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked. But you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Melvin Ingram dropping the hammer off the edge. Now Edwards-Helaire. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the 3rd quarter of action. Now it's SoFi Stadium in Inglewood. It's the Chiefs with the lead and the football here as we get set for quarter number 4. The Chiefs on 3rd down. They've had good success, 5 for 8 to this point. This is 3rd and 17. They run for the shotgun with Washington. And not much there as he gets it up to about the 5-yard line. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it'll be 4th down.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
And he'll just punch it out of there, and it's not a great kick. 33 yards is the distance on the punt there. And the Chargers will be set up pretty well as they take over in great field position. Herbert setting up to throw on 1st down. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked up near the 44. And he's able to get it back here to the 43-yard line. They brought the house that time on the young rookie, maybe a little rattled through the pick.
And you have to be prepared for a lot of pressure as a rookie quarterback because most defensive coordinators are going to test you that way. So when you see that, the ball's got to get out of your hands quickly, and that means your receivers have to understand they have to break off their routes quickly as well.
Now a pass that's taken in by Hill. And he takes it all the way down to the 3. Mahomes finding Hill for a big play, and even 40 yards.
You can feel the effort all the way up here. He tried his best to get there. Didn't quite make it, but down around the 2-3-yard line, gotta love the effort, and especially the big play.
And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown.
Touchdown.
Patrick Mahomes. His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And thanks to the interception, the Chiefs offense cashes in with 6. Nice job of polishing off that drive, but all the credit there goes to that play prior.
Yeah, it certainly does, because after that big play, I think resistance almost felt futile at that point, didn't it? And the very next play, they come right back, quick, fast, and in a hurry, and put it in the end zone.
He's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. Hardly any time taken off the clock there. 2 plays, and they find the end zone for 6 points. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And they'll be backed up a bit to start as he's out of bounds at the 16.
First and 10 at their own 16-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. And last time, one-play interceptions, so this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling, because a one-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people would think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
Now a throw here on second down, and that's complete. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. 11 yards there, first down.
First and 10 at the 31-yard line.
A shotgun snap for Herbert. And this one caught along the sideline, but they say already out of bounds. And the throw didn't give him a chance to turn it upfield, and that brings up second down.
Second and 10.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 as they line up, second and 10. Off the play fake to Eckler, it's Herbert. It's Williams. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards. Herbert throwing again. Man open left side, it's Williams. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Another first down as they call his number again. He's got 15 yards here. Again, Herbert. He'll get this to Eckler. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. That's another gain of 15 on back-to-back plays. And on that last play there, he's over 400 yards passing now.
You know what that generally means?
Success.
That, and it means you really don't miss opportunities. Usually very accurate. The ball's getting to the right place. Guys are making yardage after the catch to help you out that way. I mean, the whole team has picked it up. And don't forget, that means the offensive line has had to pass protect pretty well, too.
Everyone dialed in. That is caught at the 7-yard line. And down inside the 10 here before he's out of bounds right around the 7. These two have hooked up 9 times now this afternoon as they pick up the first. To the air again, Herbert. His pass caught at the 4. And he's brought down right at the 5-yard line. Give him 2 on the play. That catch good for only a couple. And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's second and goal. And he's going to be taken down, sacked back around the 18-yard line.
Chris Jones is truly a force, and it doesn't matter what uniform he's going to have on. If he's on that side of the ball, you better double and triple team him. In 2018, the first player in NFL history to have a sack in 11 straight games. And while he didn't play all 16 in 2009,
and he takes it in for a Charger touchdown. Keenan Allen with his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Chargers, they're able to cut into that deficit. Solid response that time by a young quarterback. Last drive interception, this drive the touchdown pass.
I like how you described it solid, because you don't get extra kudos for bouncing back if you're going to be a big-time quarterback. You're supposed to do that. But at the same time, when you're a rookie, that's not guaranteed, is it? Sometimes they hang their heads and they go in the tank a little bit. Not in this case. Bounced back, took his team downfield, and threw a touchdown pass.
Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And the lead is trimmed down to 10. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
And now here comes Kansas City. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this fourth quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdown.
Chargers able to get the pressure and bring him down. The sack by big number 98, Linval Joseph. Tell you what, he did not have much time there to scan the field before he was ducking and covering.
Did it appear to you, as it did to me, that the defensive front won their play really quickly? Meaning the guys in front of them had almost no chance to block them. They were on him in a hurry.
And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field.
Hey, baby, this ain't good enough for us.
So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
They'll run here with Edwards-Helaire. And not much there. Maybe a yard up to the 24. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the fourth quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
And he's not going to sniff the first down here. He stopped at the 25.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. The linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
47 yards there on the punt. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Now the Chargers offensive unit ready to see what they can do here. Well, still a long way to go, but trending upward. They scored the last time out, you remember. Then their defense forced the punt. Now they're trying to inch closer, but still ultimately down 2 scores in the final quarter. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3.
The 47-yard line.
Now it's Herbert. This completes a hit over the middle. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. It's a pickup of 17 and a first down. Well, correct me if I'm wrong. You're down 2 scores. I don't think you need to rush just yet, but you can't take your time either.
Yeah, even if you don't want to commit to full 2-minute offense, you have to up the tempo, up the urgency. Maybe you're starting to call 2 plays in a huddle each time you snap the ball.
But he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10.
25 more yards.
25 yards that time.
Chargers, first down. 1st and 10.
Out of the gun, Eckler running it. And able to break 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
Brings up 2nd and 1.
Once more, here's Eckler. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. He winds up giving a yard back there, and now it's 3rd and 2.
Brings up 3rd down and 2.
3rd and 2, Herbert. And he's in for a Charger touchdown. Keenan Allen, his 3rd touchdown of the game and 4th on the year. And the Chargers have made this a 1-score game. Well, it was 3rd and 1. I was expecting runs, so much for that. They pass it, they score it.
That had the feel of the head coach telling the offensive coordinator, you've got 4 downs here. We're going to go for it on 4th down unless there's a disaster on 3rd. Go ahead and take a shot if you want to. And he gratefully accepted the opportunity and did exactly that. If they didn't get it there, that had the feel that they would come back and try it on 4th down.
Here's the Kansas City offense now as they get set to take over. After the touchdown we just saw, we have a brand new ball game. And now look at the situation. You got plenty of time on the clock. Defensively, they have 3 timeouts. So do you run the football here or do you throw it?
I think you have that full conversation with your offensive unit, and you tell them, here's the situation. They've got all their timeouts, so we are not going to play this conservatively. We've got to attack them. We've got to make them use those, gain the ground that we need in order to put this game away. If you think we're just going to run it 3 times and punt it, you got another thing coming.
By the way, also the 2-minute warning in play, so essentially 4 timeouts left.
They have to be aggressive here.
And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go. Now, this is a big 3rd down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. And a fair catch called for and made just inside the 35-yard line. Just 34 yards on the punt there, no return. Herbert and the Chargers down by a field goal, a minute 45 to play. How will this thing pan out? We'll watch as they come up on first down. And he's going to find that man yet again, Keenan Allen. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. A gain of 6 there on first. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. Now here's a defensive timeout called by the Chiefs. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. They'll look to throw. And a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by the Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu. And a terrific return there and finally able to corral him down near the 11-yard line. Defensively that time, they were in zone coverage. As a rookie QB, what lesson can you learn there?
Well, understand this. You saw zone in college, and the defensive backs reacted, but they don't react like they do on this level. So when they're in zone and they see the ball coming to them, they'll react at least a half a second faster. You've got to know where you want to go with the ball and be decisive with it. Otherwise, the end result can be something you don't like.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Staying on the ground with Washington. They'll get this halfway home from the 8 to the 4 on a gain of 4. Chargers going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they get it with under a minute to go now in the football game. And they take a knee. So the field goal unit is on the field as this is a big spot right here.
A 22-yard attempt.
A turnover on downs. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Open man is Reed. He's got it. And he is out of bounds, able to get it across the 20-yard line. That's a good way to start the drive. 17 yards and a first down. 22-yard line. Back to throw. This well upfield across the 45. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
Not only have they completed a couple on this drive, but they peeled off some pretty good chunks of yardage, too.
Absolutely. Great start. 2 nice plays in the pass game. Now can they continue to feed off that? Well, going into the final play of this game, they knew that they needed some type of a miracle there at the very end, but they couldn't get it done. However, we were treated to really a spectacular affair.
Even though they didn't finish it off, you're exactly right. They took us down to the last play. You're wondering, could it happen? Possibly, even though we both knew it was a long shot.
So for the Chiefs, it was a great all-around performance as they come out of this one with the victory. And they'll get another road test next week as they head to Baltimore to take on the Ravens. Meanwhile, for the Chargers, they'll drop to 0-2. And they'll be on the road next week for a matchup with the Carolina Panthers. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, we thank our entire crew. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This is the NFL on EA Sports.